Christmas Day. Let's call this the biggest thug in the world, Vladimir Putin. And that's what he is. We tell it straight here. We don't care if you like it. We don't care what people have to say. We'll tell you what I think. There'll be no questions asked. We'll try to base it on fact and move from there. Why is Vladimir Putin the biggest thug in the world? He won't run against anybody. You know, the polls in Russia say, hey, he can't lose. So Alexei Navalny, one of his major competitors, somebody who wants to take him on, somebody that Putin puts in jail, doesn't care less about. He comes out of jail, and now Putin says, you can't run. Navalny wants to run. He wants to run against him for president. But hey, why should somebody run against Vladimir Putin? Because he's the biggest thug in the world. This is a guy who runs around. He sends his subs around to hit our cables. They haven't touched our cables yet, but their subs are running around, checking our cables out under the ocean. Who knows what they could do there? He's building a nuclear power plant right next to Lithuania. This from the guy, we all know what happened with an unnamed nuclear power plant from many years ago. And then, of course, just a couple months ago, there was a radioactive cloud that went over a part of Europe that came from one of the Russian nuclear plants. And now he wants to put another nuclear plant right next to Lithuania. Who cares, right? Because he's Vladimir Putin, the biggest thug in the world. He's afraid to allow real news. He's afraid to allow the truth to come out. He's afraid to have newspapers. He's afraid to have people oppose him. He's afraid of everything because he just thinks he's the greatest guy in the world because he can take his shirt off and run around on a horse. Maybe I don't look as good as he does without my shirt on. I'm sure not going to take mine off. But you sit there and you go, wow, this guy thinks so much of himself because he's got a lot of nuclear weapons. He can do whatever he wants to do. And this has got to make you think about Kim Jong-un because he, on a lesser scale, is like Putin, who wants to take his nuclear weapons and do what he wants. So let's look at this and let's understand. When everybody talks about Russia, when everybody tries to say, hey, Russia maybe really wasn't involved in our elections, understand Russia gets involved in everything because Putin was former CIA and he's a thug. And when he doesn't allow people to run against him and when he just has people killed and when he just kills them also with radioactivity, but gives them stuff to drink that makes them radioactive and they die, when he'll sit there and blow people up, when he'll be in Chechnya and back another thug, his mini thug, who supposedly likes cats, who kills all these people, it's got to make you wonder, it's got to make you understand, whether you like President Trump or not, this guy is horrible. The biggest thug in the world. And we have to understand that he's going to push and push and push until we stand up to him. Unfortunately, that's what it takes when you deal with a true bully who thinks he can get his way no matter what. And I have to say, President Trump's standing up to him. I got to give him a little bit of credit for it. But we here in America have to understand that every time you say we don't need a stronger military, we don't need a stronger defense, we do. Because we're going against thugs like Vladimir Putin. Greatest thug, biggest thug in the world. Nothing great about him. Rather notorious. And please, share us. Subscribe, put it out there, comment, yell about my hair. I don't care. I'm growing it long because I like it in the winter like this. So please subscribe, come on. But let me tell you, no matter what these thugs do, the Republic will endure. Peace.